Hello and welcome to the workshop Using Blogs in Your Classroom. Let's just jump right in. We're going to get started with a quick look at what exactly a blog is. To get us acquainted with the idea of a blog, we're going to look at a video made by Common Craft, just called What is the Big Deal About Blogs? Enjoy!
You've seen the word, you've seen the websites, and you may even have one. But have you ever wondered, what's the big deal about blogs? This is Blogs in Plain English. To make sense of blogs, you have to think about the news and who makes it. We'll look at news in the 20th century versus the 21st century to make our point. In the 20th century, the news was produced professionally. When news happened, reporters wrote the stories and a tiny group of people decided what appeared in a newspaper or broadcast. Professional news was mainstream, general, and limited. The 21st century marked the point where news became both professional and personal. A new kind of website called a weblog, or blog for short, came onto the scene that let anyone be a reporter and publisher, often for free. As blogs became popular, they created millions of news sources that gave everyone an audience for their own version of news. Of course, we're using the word news loosely, but really, isn't everything news to someone? With a blog, a business owner can share news about his business. A mother can share news about her family, or a sports star can share news with fans. These people are all bloggers. How did this happen? Well, blogs made sharing news on the web easy. Anyone with an idea can start a new blog with the click of a button and share news minutes later. Here's how blogs work. Blogs are websites that are organized by blog posts. These are individual news stories, like articles in the paper. Bloggers simply fill out a form like this one to post a new story. With the click of a button, the blog post appears at the top of the web page, just above yesterday's news. Over time, the blog becomes a collection of these posts, all archived for easy reference. Also, each blog post can become a discussion through comments left by readers. Blogs make the news a two-way street. But really, the fuss is not about how blogs work. It's about what people like you do with them that matters. Let's say you have a blog about green living and outdoor photography. It reflects your unique perspective. This helps you build relationships with your readers and other bloggers with similar interests. Speaking of relationships, bloggers often work together. In addition to comments, you'll read each other's posts, quote each other, and link your blogs together. This creates communities of bloggers that inspire and motivate each other. Whether it's their ease of use or the opportunities they offer, blogs have been adopted in a very big way. Since 2003, there have been over 70 million blogs created, each with its own version of news. So the big deal about blogs is that they gave people like you the power of the media and created a personal kind of news that appeals to a high number of small audiences. So it's up to you. What will you do with this new power? There is likely a group of people out there who want to hear what you have to say. You can search for blogs using Google's blog search or Technorati. You can also start your own blog for free at blogger or wordpress.com. I'm Lee Lefevre, and this has been Blogs in Plain English on the Common Craft Show.
As was pointed out in the Common Craft video, there are several important characteristics of blogs. Blogs have scrolling entries, which means that every time that you add new information, it's added to the top of the page, and all the previous pages are scrolled underneath that entry. Blogs are sorted by date, with the most recent information on top. It's very easy to add new information. It's not like adding programming to a website. It's just like adding a new diary post. Additionally, blogs can be subscribed to, which means that your readers can choose to either have all of your new updates sent to their email or to have your blog pulled to their blog reader, which is something we'll talk more about later. Finally, blogs are also searchable. Most blog engines allow people to search your blogs by the words that you use in your actual post, as well as the titles of your post, the names of any pictures or videos you share on your blog, and any keywords that you tag your blog with. Let's take a quick look at a real-life blog out of technology resources for teachers. Let's look quickly at the page. We see at the top that this page is hosted by blogger.com, a very commonly used free blog program. You see that this guy has his own address, which is something you can choose to do when creating a blog on lots of websites. Let's look for those features we talked about. First, the blog is easy to update. You see that to make a new post for today, Wednesday, June 29th, it was just added to the top. This happens to be a guest poster who who again just copied in his text and hit post. The blog is scrolling, meaning that the most recent news is on top, here Wednesday, June 29th, with older news underneath. Here's a post put up. Okay, also today, Wednesday the 29th at 8:26 a.m. Here's yesterday's, Tuesday, June 28th. And again, as we go down, all the posts are going to be a little bit older. This one's also yesterday at 8:10 p.m. Okay, additionally, we see that this blog is searchable. And here, this is a special search engine. I can search either the web or I can search this blog. So if I just want to look for music resources, I can type music and hit search. Okay, and now it's showing me just on this website what posts mention music. So now I can go straight to something that's relevant for me. Okay, additionally, it is possible for me to subscribe to this site. And these links are in different places on different websites. Often they are at the bottom, at the top, like on this site, or at the bottom of each post, where you also see them. Okay, these links here are allowing me to share this post with other people on Facebook or Twitter. Okay, here's that link. I can subscribe by email or I can subscribe by RSS, which we'll talk about shortly. And again, up here, gives me various options for interacting with this blog. So now let's take a few minutes to look at how blogs are being used by teachers and educators. I'm going to send you off to a quick website called jogtheweb.com. Jog the Web allows you to link together several different websites for people to view. Once you click on the link below this video, it'll take you to the first page on my Jog the Web. Each one will then kind of easily lead you to the next page. If you want to get the actual address of a page that you're on, you can click on a link at the top underneath My Comments to view it. My Comments at the top just serve as a tour to the sites you're seeing, so glance up there if you have questions. Simply click the link below this video to get started.